this part because I know you don't have much time. What do you feel like your purpose on earth is to do at this point? Like, not even at this point, in general, like, what is your purpose to do? Like, what do you have to fulfill?
I think I know how desperate many men are. I truly believe, like we talk about, Patty Pimblett just did a piece inside of the Octagon talking about male mental health. Tyson Fury's talked about male mental health. But these are professional fighters. I'm a professional fighter also, and I think professional fighters are closely linked to mental health struggle because it's such a difficult life and it can be derailed so quickly.
Sorry to interrupt, but don't most like fighters and stuff, they get hit in the head a lot, like they get more like suicidal and depressed. Is that true? I read that somewhere.
It's not about getting hit in the head. It's about the lifestyle. It's about dedicating your all to everything and then having a 10-year career and then losing one fight and it just disappearing overnight.
Gotcha.
It's just and then afterwards you're trying to find something that can replicate it and replace the glory and the adrenaline, and you really can't. And if you don't have any financial means either, you can't just go from that Spartan life to a normal life. There's a disconnect and it's very difficult. And I think that's why a lot of people suffer from depression in fight sports.
For sure.
But I understand very well how sad and how miserable a lot of men are. And I think that a lot of people will look up to me and a lot of people respect me. And yeah, I have every teenage boy's dream, right? I have every car and I have a nice big house and a beautiful girlfriend or two or whatever.
You have a girlfriend now?
Aiden.
Sorry.
I've always been all right. But like I have a very, very beautiful life. I have what everyone wants, right? And I inspire people. I became the most Googled man on the planet. When I walk the streets, people scream. I think there's videos. I don't know if you've seen them.
Yeah, I have, of course.
So everyone loves me, right? And I really think that the model I roll out for young men is just to be confident, to be positive, to understand that they have a responsibility to. How many times have we talked on your stream about protecting women, protecting in the house, providing for women, all these things. But I understand sometimes if with a tongue in cheek or with a joke or with a small clip, someone can cut it up and pretend I'm something I'm not. Like I said, the internet's changed. The platforms have changed. The algorithms have changed. The world's changed, right? But I know I'm not a negative person. I truly live with a genuinely pure heart.
So sorry to cut you off there, but I'm just curious because I want to know. So you believe that your role, your purpose on earth as of right now is to basically build up young men's confidence and basically, give them the information they need to.
No, it's what I am is I'm a beacon that shows every single young man out there on the world that they can have everything they've ever wanted. I came from nothing. I had never had, I know recently True Geordie, some guy said I came from daddy's money. He knows that's not true. I came from a council estate in Luton. I'm poor and I've done everything myself. I managed to become strong and rich and smart, all these things by myself. And I'm a role model for men to sit and go, look, well, if Tate can have everything he wants, then maybe I can have what I want. Whatever that is, you want to be a tennis player or a scientist or whatever, and to bring some confidence back. Because I think inside of men today, the biggest reason that they're struggling with mental health is because a lot of men, there's something that's hard to explain because I try and explain it to my girlfriend. I try and explain it to her and she doesn't understand. Inside of a man, you need to be proud of yourself. You need to have this like masculine, it's almost like pride, but it's kind of like, it's like a life force, a masculine life force. It's kind of like the flex. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of like just turn up and just like flex a little bit. Like I'm me.
Right.
And that's the fun part about being a man. And all the men who can't do that are the most depressed and the saddest ones on earth.
Wow.
And I try and inspire them saying, look, there's nothing wrong with having a personality. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit loud, a little bit brash. Obviously, I don't want anyone to take that out of context, but I know that I'm a positive force on the world. I get 5,000 emails a week. And I read nearly every one of them. How I've stopped people being depressed, stop people committing suicide. Like every single week, people are like, I found your videos. I've never felt so happy. I understand myself better. I've never worked so hard in the gym, etc. So I know I'm a positive force, right? It's just a small minority group which have decided to purport lies and try and falsify information about me and in a personal attack. And to some degree, it's kind of flattering.
Andrew, I feel like in this world, it's better to be egotistical and confident than kind of like be that person that's like not, if that makes sense. Because you can't really like do anything if you don't think you're the shit. Like you're the type of person that just doubts yourself all day and just sits around and just mopes and just basically like, oh, I'm not the shit. I'm not the best of the shit. Then you're not going to really accomplish anything. You kind of have to have that mindset where you can really just accomplish the world. I feel like.
Oh, completely. And and this is the thing, right? Because when you're that kind of guy, when you're like a fox, the rabbits are going to hate you, right? So the people who, when you act that way, when you have confidence and you also have a lot of tangible assets and you've achieved a bunch of amazing things in your life, there's going to be people who are deeply insecure, very unhappy with themselves, who are going to try their best to drag you down because misery loves company. When I see people who are desperately making endless videos on me day after day after day, to me, it's flattering, right? It shows misery loves company. It shows his position, which is below me, trying to drag me down. I don't watch any of them. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for negativity in my life. But that's always going to happen. If you shine bright, you're going to have haters. Every rapper says it. You probably hear it. The better you do, the more haters you have.
The more eyes are on you. The more eyes are on you.
Yeah, that's the name of the game, right? That's the name of the game. But all in all, I know I'm a positive force. I've had long conversations about this with a lot of people.
What kind of pants
I know I'm a
wearing?
very positive force. What pants?
Yeah, what are those?
They're reflective blue.
Take them off for me real quick.
Don't be weird.
I'm
Aiden.
sorry. All right. Listen. Listen. Andrew, out of all the men in the world, you got Elon Musk, you got Donald Trump, you got Jeff Bezos.